Friend, welcome to Mastering Post-Production Sound. My name is Joel. I'm a re-recording mixer, supervising sound editor, and industry coach. And today we're talking about Walla. What exactly is it? And how does it differ from maybe something like Loop Group? Walla, friends. Walla is that often misunderstood sound effect that will take your scenes to the next level. Walla is that murmur. The murmur you hear often in places like cafes, restaurants, emergency rooms, doctors' offices, hospitals, right? Police precincts, things like that. It's the stuff you hear in the background, let's say, of a carnival or a party. That, you know what I'm talking about. It's that distinct right? It's that kind of stuff. Now, Loop Group is completely different. Loop Group is specifically cued voice recording for movies and episodic television, where you literally go through and cue it. You say, hey, we're going to need to say this. We're going to have some talking about this. And you go in there with voice actors and you record it. Walla is different. Walla usually comes from already cut sound effects, or rather recorded sound effects, and our editors take it, they watch the scene. Let's say we're in, like a hospital or something. Okay, let's have a little bit of a murmur here. If you really make it out and turn up the volume, you can hear what's saying, right? But it's like if I just took a recorder and just went to the hospital, and I've done that before, okay? Other sound folks out there, right? You know what I'm talking about. You take your recorder, you open it up, or even if you're recording on your iPhone or something like that, but often we'll take a good recorder. You record, and you just record the ambience, right? You go to a coffee shop, right? I have my little handy Zoom One recorder, and I take that with me all the time. Well, that's Walla, that murmur in the background, okay? The Starbucks cafe, the coffee shop, your favorite local coffee shop, recording that, chatter, people talking in the background, and we layer it in there. And oftentimes my sound editors will give me a combination of tracks, right? We'll have a couple mono tracks, a couple stereo tracks, and then I use those recordings to kind of spread around the room, make sure that the scene is appropriate, and you just kind of feel it. It's a murmur. It's a bed, for lack of a better word, of audio. Usually conversations that can help kind of just fill that scene. And so today I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you just one scene, how I can use Walla, and I'm going to show you how I use the sounds. I think we have a carnival scene or an outside kind of scene. Party scene. Oh, no, hotel scene. That's what it is, a hotel scene. And I'm going to play you some of the samples, but Walla is one of those things we just don't talk about a lot. And if you're new to creating film or even TV mixes, you may not know. So let's take a look at my session and show you how I mix some Walla. So this is my session, okay? This is my session, and at least I'm just showing you the Walla, okay? And it's not a ton of stuff right now, okay? But this is where I'm gonna have some of these murmurs. So right now the scene is we're sort of like in a hotel area. It's a little seedy. Okay, we have some things going on around us, whatnot. People, that's the idea. The idea is that this is going to have some ambience, some background stuff. And this is a little bit of what we're going to, hear here. We have a couple different tracks. I'm going to take you through this. So the first one, let's see, is hear that? It's kind of like through the room, right? And I actually think, since I've already panned some stuff, let me bring up my panner so everybody can see. Yeah, my panner is sort of like there. I'm going to move it up here so we can hear it. Okay. So I'll just listen through my Walla here. All right. I already have some verb on there. I'm going to take it off real fast. Okay, so you see, I have a bunch of different things, okay? So I just went through, because usually that's how I kind of start my mixing. I'll go through and listen to what I have here. this track here. This is a random track right here. This is like, but do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's just stuff in the background. There's just people talking. There's some movement. This individual track right here, let's see what this is, track 8. Okay, some people just arguing, right? It's just, that's Walla. It's not specifically recorded for any particular scene. It really isn't. So now, as I kind of go through, I have a mono track here. The one below it, do I have EQ? No. So you see my EQ right here. I'm not doing that. That's the way it's recorded. It's recorded like that, okay? Same thing with this track. And same thing with that track. So all these things have been recorded this way. And that's the great thing, is usually a sound effects editor, a designer, even mixers who are editors, right? We will cut and grab material that's already been recorded like that. This is why it's so important to have a recorder, right? And this right here, super affordable and cheap, and it gets the job done. Now there, of course, if you're going out there on a big budget film and big, like, you know, you can spend some money and get a really, really good recorder, right? So however you do it, whatever you grab, record sounds all the time. And this is what I'm talking about, right? So let's go through here. Let's set the scene, right? We're gonna have dialogue, we're gonna have music, we're gonna have all these things telling our story, but we want that layer of murmur, that layer of extra ambient voices, okay? Let's see. So I wanna go start with this, what's on 4? Stereo 4. Okay, that's that one. Neighbors through wall, talking, bumps, things like that, right? So we have that track. This one. This is children playing in the hallway of a hotel. Okay? So do you see that? And then next door voices. No verb yet. And so the great thing is these are some really good recordings, right? Next door TV. Awesome. So tell me, this doesn't already start feeling like we're in a CD hotel. Okay, now let's start mixing these. Put these together. Stereo 1, the Walla one. 2. Put 3 in there. Let's see what 4 is like. I'm gonna lower the TV thing. Right, now let's put some reverb, interior reverb. I'm just adding. You see each one as I tap to the next one, it jumps to the next one. See, I just come to attention on here. I just touch one, and it at least on the S6, you can see it represented here on the actual screen. Here, I'll lower. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's hear this mono, this yelling. Okay, so obviously that's like right up there. I'm gonna muffle that a little bit, okay? So the way I'm gonna do that, just that track, I'm gonna solo that track. I'm gonna call up some EQ. I'm gonna roll off. See what happens when I do that? I roll it off. Now let's add some reverb. Lower it. Add the other tracks. Now we've just created a Walla, a bed of sounds, right? And now that can sit underneath our dialogue, our music, and we can level that. We can now, once I kind of, what I like to do is once I get those, let's see what's up here. What was up here?
don't have any extra headsets, do we?
Okay, so there's some more language there, right? Let's just verb that out.
We don't have any extra headsets, do we?
Lower. Let's get some EQ. Okay. With the other tracks. Right? What's this? Oh, I missed this right here. I missed this man yelling. Let's take a look. Okay, so there's there's a dude yelling. I love that. Let's fast forward here. Let's get him. Okay, let's reverb him. Let's get some EQ now where I roll him off. Okay, I might want to just open that a little. So if I really want to muffle him, I'll take my EQ and I'll really. But I want to go ahead and do something more like this. And then use volume, and let's hear. And that's everybody. How's that? Right? That's not bad. So now what I could do is, I did that all in preview. So if preview is new to you, go check my last video. There'll be a link somewhere either up here or later, down in the description to show you how I go through my backgrounds. But I'm going to write all that information now, right? And now, if I'm using a VCA, I can now go in there and just write. See that? My information there. See? And that's that. So that's Walla. There's Wallas. And we can do this for all kinds of different scenes. Hospitals, right? With PAs. Police precincts with, different kind of conversations happening. The point is, we don't really want to hear it, but every once in a while, you get something that pops out, and you got to go in there and you got to adjust it. So, friend, there you go. There you have it. That is Walla. Very simple explanation what Walla is and how I use it for scenes. You can do this for all kinds of different scenes, right? Hospitals, where we add PAs, maybe a nurse's station, precincts, things like that. If you're interested in seeing how I break down those kind of videos or how we create those, let me know in the comments and maybe we'll do another video in the future. But friend, thanks again for checking out this video. Friend, if you're new here, and a lot of you are new, I think there's like 56% of new people here are not subscribed to the channel. Friend, the button right there, click the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button. It helps me, it helps YouTube, it helps the algorithm getting out to a lot more people who maybe don't have this kind of training or experience. And friend, thank you so much for being here. But if you're interested in more videos like this, go ahead and check out the description. There's also going to be links and resources where you can learn how to work one-on-one with me, how to check out my monthly group coaching program, my inner circle, and all different things like free templates and stuff like that. So go check it out. But again, friend, if anything, the next thing I want you to do is go check out the video over here on the side, because that is specifically chosen for you, my friend. All right, I'll check you out over here or in next week's episode.